Hi and welcome to MFL Outdoors, and yep, I'm back from the British Shooting Show. If you were down there and I met you, thanks very much for coming down. Anyhow, back at work now, so I've come down to pick up the trail cam that I left. I think it's been out a couple of weeks now. I'm going to see what footage we've got on there. Hopefully we've got some good stuff. And then I'm going to hang on, see if there's one or two foxies about. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. I'll get out there and get that camera. Oh, I tell you something, it's cold there today. We're back into Icelandic weather. Right, well, here we are by the gate. So hopefully we've still got a camera there. Yeah, it's still there. Right, well, I've had a quick look. I can Wi-Fi in from my phone and see what's on here. There's some footage on there, some photographs and video. There's grey squirrel, and I think there's some beautiful roe deer. So I'm going to pull the camera now. I'll take that footage off and then I'll put it on next for you. First pictures of a roe deer. You can just see its eye shine to the very left in the trees. Gone forward into the trees. Got a bit of rain there by the looks of it as well. And the camera's showing 1 degree. And you can see the road to the far left. And there we've got the buck and the doe. Oh, that's a nice buck going through there. Not only does it give the time and date, but it also gives the temperature as well, which I like. That'll have to go. I don't like seeing greys in here. People think these things just eat nuts and berries, but they'll predate on eggs, young chicks. They really do hammer songbirds' nests. They also carry squirrel pox, which they pass on to the reds. Another row, and -2 degrees. Oh. And there we have the roebuck feeding. I think it's probably the same one that we saw during the daytime. I'm sure the doe will be around somewhere. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with the picture quality both day and night so far on this camera. You can just make out that buck's in velvet. They're in velvet from between December to July, and then they tend to shed the velvet getting on for the back end of July. Right, I've got the camera and I'm making my way back to the truck. As you can see, there's quite a few game trails around here. These aren't footpaths. You can see them going through the trees. And I have put a camera on here previous to show. A lot of badgers use it, but obviously there's not so much activity for them at this time of year. Right, well that I think you'll agree was some fantastic footage. That roebuck was excellent, and of course we've caught the grey squirrel running along the old gate there. So yeah, I think the camera's done very well, and it's still on 100% battery. So where I put it, the solar was working really well, and it never even went on to the extended batteries that you saw me put in when I set it up. It's like a backup in case the main battery inside it ran down. So all good. Right, well I've got the dogs with me tonight, so I'm going to let them out, let them have a tinkle. Barney, go and have a little run. Get away. Barney. Go on, you're going to get your wee. Right, well that's the dogs taken care of. They've had a run round. Absolutely freezing here tonight. I'm not going to be too late, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if any foxes turn up. Just having my first look around, and just at the top there you can see a couple of hares. That wall that's at the bottom, that's about 200 metres away, so those hares are at quite a distance, but you can still see their hares. And a good old run around up there. There's another hare. Not a lot out at the moment, but it's still early on. It's only just starting to get dark, or nearly dark anyhow. You can see an owl there down by the wall. It's just sitting on one of the posts. That's another hare near the top. We have a lot of hares round here, but very few rabbits. I think you get that in a lot of areas now. And then we've got a badger coming across. He's moving at a fair rate. I'm not surprised, it's absolutely freezing tonight. Probably heading back home. Badgers don't actually hibernate. They go into something called torpor. It's basically their metabolism slows right down. But if they're hungry, they can come back out. Normally they do it in sort of warmer conditions. So it's really cold tonight. So these must have been really hungry. Tonight I'm using the usual equipment. It's the Sako A7 243 stainless. I'm using Hornady 95 grain SSTs. The ThermTec Ares 2. That's the 650L, the one with the laser rangefinder. I'll put a full list of everything I'm using in the video description if you want to have a look at that. Now this is actually a different badger. You can see it there about well, just over halfway up. And it's also moving at a decent speed. Yep, so there's a couple out so far. It's amazing how quickly they can actually cover that ground because it's really bad. There's a lot of bog out there, drainage ditches, crevices. From the top bit you can walk down, but from where I am you just can't walk across. I've tried it even during the day. Right, it's just dropped down there somewhere to investigate, and it's back out again. Looks like it's heading towards the wall. Yep, it's come over the wall and it's making its way down. It's heading in the same sort of direction as the last one. It's probably from the same set. Right, well this is no badger, this is a fox. First one of the night. Keep an eye on this one, see if it makes its way down. There, just off the middle of the picture, you can see there's a tawny owl making its way up. And the fox started running down towards where it was. Right, I think I'm going to have to make my way further down and see if I can get in a position to get this one. There's an island in amongst the bog and I've made my way down and I'm actually standing on that with the sticks. Having a bit more of a scan round while I'm down here, but I'm going to wait to see if I can bring this one in. The fox was starting to make its way over the hill away from me, so I just gave it a few lip squeaks, and as you can see it's starting to come in, so I'm going to keep doing that just every now and then, see what happens. Well, it seems to be working. It's making its way down. The picture at the moment isn't crystal sharp because I've actually got the digital magnification up. You can see this one's coming in quite well though. There's a couple of hairs behind. You can see the size of the hairs as well when you compare that to the fox. I've just increased the magnification up to 3.5 times. Maximum magnification's 4. Tonight I'm using the Viper quad sticks, so I'm having to keep moving them round. It's still making its way down nicely. I'm not going to rush it. I'll just keep doing the odd squeak and hopefully it'll continue making its way down. I've just ranged it there and it's still at 176 meters, and you can see that on the top right of the readout. I've also knocked it up to 4 times magnification, which is on full now. I'm having to be careful because between it and me there's a dry stone wall and some fencing, and I don't want to hit either of those. Well, that came in perfectly, and shot placement was spot on and it went straight down. Fortunately I had no problem with the wall or the fence. Right, well I better walk out and get that one. It actually landed at 119 meters away from me. I've just had to jump 2 dikes of water. That was interesting, especially as I slipped on the second one. And there it is. I'm going to grab this one and make my way back to the vehicle. Hopefully I can find an easier way to get back. Right, there's a quick snapshot of me coming back. Right, well, I've just brought that back to the truck. That's a dog fox. So yeah, it's a successful night. Anyhow, stay tuned everyone, because there's a competition coming up. Hayley from ThermTec has very kindly donated some really nice ThermTec fleeces. I'm also going to chuck a hat in from MFL Outdoors, and that'll all come in a ThermTec bag. So, for details on that, coming up now. Right, guys and girls. It's competition time. I have very kindly been given 2 ThermTec fleeces to give away by Hayley from ThermTec. I actually wore one of these fleeces at the British Shooting Show. Not one of the ones you'll be getting. They're brand new. I've also chucked in 2 MFL Outdoors hats, and there's also 2 ThermTec bags. So each winner will receive 1 fleece, 1 hat and 1 bag. So that'll be 2 winners in total. To enter, you must be in the UK. This is simply down to postage, so sorry guys if you're outside the UK. You must be subscribed to this channel, MFL Outdoors. You need to like this video and also share this video with one other person on any social media platform. For example, Facebook, Instagram or YouTube. Then in the comments section of this video, confirm you have done this and comment, "I'd love to win." 2 winners will be chosen at random next week, and there are no alternative to the prize offered. Good luck everyone, Now back to the video. No rabbits out tonight, no badgers or anything. They've all gone in now. It's absolutely freezing out. So that's all that's left for me to say is thanks very much for watching. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. And good luck in that competition. Bye for now.